All right, chatters, let's go. We are back. Just like I said, I'd be back. I almost thought about not streaming today. I don't know. I kind of feel like there's not going to be a lot of people that need help with the event. On like just a random Monday morning, right? So that's kind of what we're going to find out. Are there people that need help with the event? That's what I want to do. I might do a shorter stream. You know, I might be looking at just doing like 2 hours instead of 4 or 5. Yesterday I did 5. And, but we'll see. We'll see how many people need help with beating Night 3. Last night I went to sleep before Song Request. I know, man. It took forever to get through all of the songs, bro. It was crazy. All right, I can play your one song. We got through all the songs. I took the whole rest of the stream. How about 6 or 7? How about not, Bullet? Do you need help, dude? No, I have other stuff I have to do that I've been putting off as well. I got to go clean my bath mats. I have to do... Oh, fuck. I just remember. Yeah, I got it. I'm only going to do like 2 hours, man. I'm going to stream just till lunch. I have to go clean my... I have to clean my bath mats, and I have to do my meal prep. That's going to take the rest of the afternoon. What's up, Ghibli? Reflections of My Life, The Marmalade. I picked this song because of the meaning. Okay. See, if I just type in Reflections of My Life, it comes up with that song. Why does this look like an old band? Is this like 70s rock? What's up, Sector? Hell yeah, Focus. Yes, I'm going to stream for a couple hours. Bro, you are way too young to be listening to a song like that, Focus. I'm outlawing that. Bro said, I don't want to live, but I don't want to die. That was a lyric from the song, literally. You're 17. That song is all about, like, depression and... I mean, I guess 17-year-olds are depressed. Yeah, who am I kidding? Yeah, no, it sounds like classic rock. I actually personally think classic rock is the best music. Dude, all that music that came out of the Vietnam era, all those songs are really, really good. You know, not that modern songs don't have meaning, but just those songs are like... Those songs are sick, man. Did I like it? It was okay. I was the first time I've ever heard it, and yeah, like I said, the lines that stuck out was, "I don't want to live, but I don't want to die." Like what? Oh, dang, man, that's pretty intense. All right, good song. No more songs. We're not doing songs for a while after that. Yesterday was crazy. I'm still making sure that I'm muting those songs as fast as possible so I can monetize my stream. Sorry, I have Spotify muted right now because it's on ads. All right, so we're gonna do it actually said the world is a bad place. Yes, that's right. That's the other part. The world is a bad place. No, which is not true. I don't agree with that at all. But yeah, then it did say, I don't want to live, I don't want to die. No. Oh, it says a terrible place to live, but I don't want to die. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why I don't talk during the song, so we can listen to it. Some dude is trying to scam and jibber jabber. Wait, is he giving out money and jibber jabber? I need money. I need money. Is it Mr. Beast? Yo, I'm gonna enter. This is the one. This is the one, guys. This one's legit. This is the one. All the other ones are scams. This one's for real. Please let me win. My mom is almost homeless. That song is from 1969. Yeah. Come on, guys. This is the one. This one. All the other ones are scams. I know this is a bot. Wait. Oh no, this is somebody that like got hacked. Cuz they have their alerts on. Why would they have all their alerts on if they weren't real? This is probably someone who joined my server and never talked. That's why. Wait, it says they're new. Are bots actually like... Wait. Yo! The scam bots want to get alerted when I go live. Let's go! They want to get alerted. They want giveaway alerts. They're like, bro, we gotta be doing the giveaways. And they want voting alerts, and they want chat revive. Oh my god, they want to spam in chat. Yo, this bot is a real one, man. We gotta keep him. Nah, we can't keep him. Sorry, we can't keep him as a pet, chat. All right, so we're gonna be doing the event, and I'm not gonna stream that long. I actually just realized I have more stuff to do today than I remembered. I shouldn't even streamed at all today, but I said I would. So, does anybody need help with night 3? We can do Warlock achievement. We can do Against the Odds achievement. Doesn't matter. I know there's probably a lot of you that need Warlock achievement. So if you want to do that, we can do that. Okay. Sad I can't play because it's sleep time. Rip. Yeah, let me know what you guys need help with. Lemonade needs Warlock challenge. So we could do that one first. Let me get the strat and put it in the chat. Yes, Focus. You're the only one with good taste. Harry, I need Warlock. I need to use Warlock. Yeah, MG, you can join. What's your username? What's up, Smooly? Monica, Bunny, Shajay, MG, Seth, Charlie, Focus. Who else? Hashim, Carol, Sector, Darkon, Ghibli, Dupe. Welcome in. I got taste from my dad. Yeah, same. My dad bought me a birthday present once, and it was like a box. This was before, digital music, and it was a box full of 70s, 60s, 70s, and 80s rock music. CDs. Penguin. Everybody hates Mondays, Sajay. Vicky. Bloxis. Okay, who else needs the to beat night 3 with the event tower with the Warlock? That's what we're gonna do first. We gotta get it going because I'm only gonna play a couple games. You were born in that era? I mean, kind of. I was born in the 80 and 85. That means that my music is like late 90s, early 2000s. Yes, Monica, you're back. I feel like I don't know, something happened to your chats last time. Can I rate the avatar? Yeah. Yeah. No. This hasn't even been Thanksgiving yet. You can't wear Christmas. You can't skip Thanksgiving. You can't skip Thanksgiving. You get points off for that. You get a 6-7. 6-7! 6-7, let's go! 6-7 avatar. Isn't Thanksgiving America? Bro, America is the world, all right? Don't disrespect Thanksgiving, bro. Don't disrespect. Everybody has to celebrate. Yeah, Shallow, what's your username? And join me. Join off my username. My joins are public. Oh wait, that's the last one Monica needs. Hold on, right? Oh snap, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna log into my alt account, guys. I'll be back. And I need a code. What else was I gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna have to add you guys on my alt account. so you can join me. So if you need to play, Lemonade I think is already added. But the other people that needed it, let me look. Yes, that is the last one. Perfect.
The Who's down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't.
Okay. Hold on. I'm doing something with my live streams real quick. Okay. There we go. Yeah, MG. How is it sunny? It's 9:15 in the morning. What's up, Orbom? MG, I need your username and that other person, Shallow. And then I'll add you guys. You have to add me back. MG, I don't know if you're putting your username in. It's getting, I'm not seeing any chats from you. So try to like split it up if you are into 2 pieces or something. Do I go for this? Let me go here. Oh, wait, there's MG. MG added me. All right, I added you back. Nice, bad time. Does that mean you can start driving? Oh, really, Shajay? Do you need to play a game real quick? Can you wait and play the next game? You in? All right, I got MG. All right, Lemonade, UB player 2. UB player 1. MG, UB player 2. And then the other person has to be player 4. Shallow. Your iPad died. Oh, God. No. Is it murdered? Call the police. File a report. Or was it natural causes? Was your iPad vaxxed? Because, you know, that's a thing. All right, we got engineer. Okay, we got everybody in. Go ahead and equip your towers, guys. Once you do, I'll start the game. Lemonade is going. MG is going. Fun fact, in Thailand, the legal age to get married is 15. Yeah, dude, that's messed up, man. I don't think anybody should get married anywhere until they're in their late 20s. And it's one of the problems that we have in America is people get married too young. They don't really know themselves. There's no rush to get married, guys. You have your whole life ahead of you. Definitely don't have kids before you're like late 20s. I don't think anyone should get married until they're at least 25, probably 28, 29. And they probably shouldn't have kids until their 30s. That's what I would say. MG needs to be player 4. No. We only need one person to use Warlock, okay? Not everybody has to use it. Actually, I'll use it. Me or player one? Let's see. Let's see if you guys... Because player one is technically supposed to use Merc base. But that's fine. So, Lemonade, you can use Warlock. Lemonade will use Warlock. MG, I can't see your towers. Like, go ahead and equip your towers, guys. So we can start this game. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright, we're gonna start. Legal age for marriage is 18. Yeah, I mean, you're an adult at 18 in America. I'm sure there's states where you can get married before that with parental consent, but why would you, like, why would you want to, man? Even at 18, that's just too young. You're just too young. Take it from me. Take it from a 40-year-old who's lived a lot of life. It's too young. Bullet, I'm not falling for that again. Bullet is up to his old shenanigans again, chat. Be careful. He's gonna cause chaos in the chat. Next thing you know, he'll be donating hundreds of thousands of dollars. Dude, it's cold here, man. It got really cold today. Like overnight. I gotta put on... Yeah, I'm gonna put on some sweats. Hold on. My college told me to buy a lab coat for chemistry experiments. Really? Oh, I mean, I guess they make you buy books too. What's up, Shadow? What's up, Murder? Welcome in. Good morning. I'm only gonna stream for like 2 hours today. I think we could play like 3 games probably. And we'll do Warlock games or against the odds games. Okay, Shadow. Why are you saying I left? What are you talking about? I got on my alt account. I had to put on sweats because it's cold here. I probably won't stream tomorrow. I need to take some time off, man. I probably won't stream tomorrow. I'm gonna stream Wednesday because it's Kevin's birthday. I might not stream Thursday either. But that's my advice to you guys. Even if you get into like your 20s and you're dating somebody and you think you're in love and you're like, oh, I want to get married, just don't get married until you're at least 25. Even if you're dating someone, there's no rush. The problem is that it can take a long time to really get to know someone. And you also have to communicate with your partner, the person that you want to get married to, what your feelings are about like how a spouse should act, how a husband or a wife should act, how you want to raise your kids. I think a lot of people just make assumptions about other people. They just assume that everyone thinks the way they do. But especially for children, man, there's like no rush to have kids. I know plenty of people that got married in their 20s, had kids in their 20s, and now they're divorced. They get divorced in their 30s, and it's just a terrible situation for everybody involved, especially the children that have the family home broken up. The divorce rates in America are terrible. I don't know what it is in your country, but it's like 50%, man. Like every other marriage in America doesn't last. And I don't think it has to be like that. I think we can change things to where people are waiting until they get married, waiting to have kids, and the marriage is able to last. You know, that's the goal, right? That's the idea is, oh, you get married to this person, and that's your person. That's the person. What's this guy just running through? Having kids at any age below 30 is not normal. Nah, it is normal. That's the problem. That's what you're told to do, right? That's what most people do, I think. And then they end up like having life changes and learning more about themselves as they grow up, as they get older. And then they're like, well, actually, you know, I don't even like this person that I'm married to because I didn't even know them when we got married. It is normal. What you have to remember is that for most of human history, people have not lived as long as they are now because of like modern nutritional information, modern medicine. You're able to live with someone for a much longer period of time. So before, when you would get married to someone, it's like, oh, we're going to be married for the rest of our lives. You know, the rest of your life was like until you're like late 30s, early 40s or something. And now people are living to be 70s, 80s, 90s.
Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust. San Antonio, Austin, Texas.
Every leap in American history
my parents were both married in their 20s and then got divorced and then got married again in their 30s, and then that's when I was born with my family.
Working to power it. We're aiming to
But
develop
if you
multi-gigawatt
understand
power
the
plants
like the
near data
divorce rates,
centers,
like if
designed
you're
with future
the divorce
pathways to
rates are
lower carbon
40 in America. The
intensity.
divorce rates are
AI gets the power it
45
needs, communities get the jobs, and the
are
grid
40
stays
45%
Powering AI
until
today builds America's next superpower.
Your first marriage, and then for your second marriage, they're like higher. They're like 65%, and then your third marriage is like 75%. Like once a person is like getting divorced already, like their odds of getting divorced again go way up.
Sesame garlic sauce and finish with a sprinkling of sesame seeds. It could only be crispy sesame shrimp and beef. Now available for a limited time only at Panda Express.
And I think part of the reason is that people.
To your nearest Panda Express. Visit Panda
I think again part of the reason is that people have just kind of been doing what their society has told them to do, is doing what they're expected to do. You know, lots of people are pressured into getting married at a young age. I think lots of people want to find love and find a person that's going to take care of them in a way that maybe their parents didn't really take care of them in childhood. I mean, I know that was my thing. I got engaged in I think on my 30th birthday. I was dating a woman and I proposed, and luckily that didn't work out, and she ended the engagement, which was good because I would not have ended it, but it needed to be ended. It was not good. But I didn't know any of the stuff that I know now. I'm much wiser. I'm much more experienced. I've taken the time to learn about these ideas and where they come from, and I feel that I am much more equipped at this point to find someone that I'm compatible with. Whereas I think when you're younger, it's just like, oh, well, you know, especially for women. I think women are at least in American culture, are really criticized for being in their late 20s or in their 30s and being single. And there's a lot of pressure just to get married to anybody that'll marry you. And so you end up getting married to somebody that you don't really get along with, but you don't know that because you rush into it. Even for me, when I got engaged, I didn't know the person I was getting engaged to. We had only met a couple months prior, and we had only been dating for like a month. But all of those feelings, all of those like emotional feelings are like taking over your mind, taking over your body, and taking over the way you feel about this person. They're kind of blinding you. You kind of have like a fantasy relationship with the person, right? And then you need to take time for that fantasy to dissolve, and then you really get to know them. And that's really what happened after we got unengaged. So I got unengaged with this woman, and then we were like dating, and then I got to know her, and it was just like we don't really get along. And I think that we need a kind of influence like the one I have, on you guys in the society, to tell people that it's okay to make a different choice. Because there's going to be a lot of expectation, there's going to be a lot of judgment and a lot of criticism if you are waiting until your 30s to get married. And I think what really matters is that people come out of their childhood with a better understanding of who they are. I think that's where it really starts. I would be much more comfortable with people getting married in their 20s if they had not grown up in these dysfunctional family homes where the parents are abusive, where the children have to fulfill these certain roles for the parents. They're not actually able to develop their own personalities. That was the environment I came out of. And it took me a long time to become aware of the ideas that we have now that have been given to us by the hard work of a lot of different therapists and psychologists over the past 100 years. I know things now my parents didn't know. And so I think that people will make different choices if they have different knowledge and different information. And I think that's what's really important, is that we begin to change the way we think about our lives, change the way we think about, what are the different phases of life? Why is it a bad idea to get married and have kids when you're 21? And there's a lot of people in America today that are like, oh no, a woman's place is in the kitchen. A woman is a homemaker. Oh, we already lost someone. Lemonade lagged out. We're gonna have to try again. Lemonade, I don't think Lemonade has lagged out before. But of course, if you keep lagging out, we'll have to replace you. Because again, I'm not playing a bunch of games today, man. I don't have time. I'll play that's basically one game right there. So I have time for like 2 more games probably. Harry, which CDS is better, old or new? New. But the declining birth rate. The reason the birth rate is declining is because people, at least in America, is because people don't have the resources to live. They're having to focus all of their attention on just surviving. And once you change the economic incentive system, the economic incentive structure, the economic structure of your nation, where working class people are able to keep a larger share of the value they create for these companies. Once you're making more money, you're able to afford a place to live comfortably. You're not spending 30 or 50% of your income on housing. Once you're able to have access to resources like, I think the government should provide all childcare materials to people for free, if not a heavily discounted price, I think that stuff needs to be subsidized, and that is a way that you start to incentivize people having families. Just blindly saying, oh, just go have kids is a recipe for disaster. You're basically creating these abusive patterns where people are having kids before they really know how to be a parent, people are having kids when they are still kids, right? They don't really know who they are or what they want to do. It's the same thing with college. I would say don't go to college at 18. And that's a huge, huge contradiction to the pattern and to the advice that's given to people, even now. My buddy has a couple of teenage daughters. One's preteen, the other one just turned 13. And they're already being groomed into this idea that you go straight into college after high school and you take on all of this debt, or maybe you have resources, you don't have to take on the debt, but then you have to pay a whole bunch of money. Oh, Lemonade's offline. You have to pay a whole bunch of money to get this degree in a field that you don't even care about, but you just do it because that's what society says to do. So my goal is to reduce the divorce rate. It's to increase the birth rate. It's to increase people's satisfaction and happiness with their lives. And I think to do that, you can't just say we're gonna make abortion illegal because then we're gonna be having more kids. Well, then you're just creating a system that's built around abuse, and you're forcing people into the world, into families that aren't ready for them, that don't want them, that don't have the financial resources. You know what I mean? And that's bad. You're just continuing the same problems that we have now. I mean, there is definitely a big economic problem, a big financial problem that we're having in America, where the corporations and the rich people that own them are making more money than they've ever made before. It's obscene how much money the rich have. And the working class is getting squeezed tighter and tighter and tighter. For my parents, it was a completely different financial environment. But again, the problems that I had in childhood were not financial. Like, we were pretty comfortable. Like, both of my parents worked, so we had 2 incomes. My dad paid child support. I never had a problem with like housing or clothing or food. Like, I was always provided for physically. The problems that we have are emotional. And I think that is a part of that is the conversation I want to be having, that doesn't get addressed by people like Zoran Mamdani, doesn't get addressed by people like Hassan Piker or Bernie Sanders or AOC or any of these socialist politicians in America, is that even when you get to the point where everybody has their financial stability stabilized, and they've got housing and healthcare and food and transportation and education, I think that is when people are finally going to realize, oh wait, there's this hole inside of me that no amount of money or no amount of financial stability can fill. And that's when you're going to realize, oh wait, beneath this financial survival mode that we've been stuck in by the billionaire class, there was this deep emotional problem that the society has been facing and the human race has been facing. That's how I think the Democratic Party really builds a movement that can dominate the American political system for generations, if not from now on, is the focus on that emotional message, as opposed to just being like, hey man, the Republicans are serving the interests of corporations and they're price gouging you. They're suppressing your wages. They're price gouging you as consumers. They're taking advantage of all of these rules and regulations, favorable government policy. The rich have been bribing politicians for 50 years now, at least longer than that, right? To slowly whittle away the very minimal social services that the United States government provides. And then that's what we're dealing with. So that's what we're focused on. But even when we win that battle, you're going to realize that there's an even deeper, more painful battle to be fought. And that is that people are coming out of their families of origin with this deep sense of not knowing who they are. And that's what I'm trying to address now, because I think that's how Democrats can really inject enthusiasm into the American electorate. Yeah, Lemonade's just gone. I don't know what happened to Lemonade.
Early Black Friday is on.
What's up, Leo? All right, we need one more
Right
person.
now, get 2 free select DeWalt
So if
tools
somebody
when you
needs
buy a
to
DeWalt
beat
20-volt 5
Night 3
amp-hour
with
starter
Warlock.
kit. With the power of the 20-volt Max and XR lineups, DeWalt tools are tough enough to take on even the most demanding projects. Shop and save on the largest in-store selection of DeWalt
Why
tools
do you need to be
during
player
early
4,
Black
MG?
Friday
Why
at
do we need to
Lowe's.
change
Maximum
anything?
initial
Like,
battery voltage
we
measured
already
by
have our
voltage
player
20
set up.
volts.
I think
Nominal
Lemonade was
voltage is
player
18.
1.
An accident or injury can
You don't
derail
need to be
your
player
life in an
4.
instant,
No, you don't
leaving
need to
struggling
use
pay
Warlock,
for
buddy.
medical bills and daily
No.
expenses.
Be the
At
player
Thomas
I
J.
gave
Henry,
you,
we
which I
believe
guess is
every
player
Texan
2.
deserves justice, no matter their financial
Engineers
situation.
player 3.
That's why we offer our no
Or
win,
is player
no
4, I
fee
think,
promise.
right?
You don't pay us unless we win your case.
I don't know. I can't
We
see
know
any
how
of your
difficult
towers, of
recovering
course.
from an accident can be. Let us handle your case while you focus on getting better. Thomas J. Henry, the name you know, the firm you trust.
Wait.
San Antonio, Austin, Texas.
What is this? MG, isn't this player 4? I'm so confused. You already changed your towers. Bro isn't listening. Bro is not listening. You personally do not need to use engineer, man. You personally don't need to. One person just has to put it down. All right? You were doing good as player 2. We don't need to change your players. I guess engineers player 4. We need a player 1. Okay, so I feel like there's just not going to be enough people during the week. I might not stream at all this week because I feel there's not enough people who really need help. Gaming Brood needs help. Okay, I'm playing on my alt account, so I have to give you the username. So add this account, and I will add you back, and then you can join. Yo, what up, Serenity? Thank you for the 19 THBs. Let's go. Come on, everybody, like the dono. Okay, dude, add the account and join, man. I've been saying that. It's the same for everyone. I just put the username in chat. Make this easy for me. I'll do it again. Add this username, join my game, and you can play. All right, Gaming Brute, I just added you. Can you give me advice for death achievement? I duoed it like 4 times. It's really easy with the Ooga Booga strat. Just follow that. Bad Time says, everyone said I'm a femboy. I mean, we already talked about this, and I gave you my advice, is that you should just tell everyone that the person that accused you of being a femboy is a femboy. I can't really tell if it's a problem. Like, I kind of get the sense that you don't mind being called a femboy. I mean, you can just tell people I'm not a femboy and let them believe what they want. You don't really have control over what other people believe. All right, we need a player 1 with the strat. So whoever can get in here first can be player 1. So we can get this freaking game going. Oh, Gaming Brute is here. Hey, you got to be player 1 on the strat, Cameron. Why are you always talking in all caps like you're streaming? He said, I don't know. All right, we'll change your loadout to player 1 loadout, Cameron. MG is player 2. Engineer is player 4. You're going to be player 1. So look at the strat, get player 1 towers. Which tower is the best? Paintballer, definitely, dude. Paintballer goated. Okay, we got our team. We're going to start again. What do you mean cap, bro? Paintballer carries every single mission. Ain't no cap here. Oh, did I not invite you? Oh my god. All right, rejoin, guys. No, I don't think I invited him. Okay, I invited you now. Everybody should be invited. Oh, this is my alt account, Leo. If TDS didn't exist, what game would you stream? Bro, I stream variety all the time. The only reason I'm playing TDS is because there's an event right now. Wait, what? Bro, I'm so confused. Why did two people have Crook Boss? Didn't I just see you guys have the proper towers? Yeah, he's player 2. Cameron's supposed to be player 1. Player 1 has Cowboy. Go back, start over. I could have sworn I looked and made sure that you had the right towers. Was math my favorite subject? I think it was. I mean, I didn't really have a favorite subject. But I guess I would say it was because it's pretty interesting and pretty straightforward. It's like not a lot of opinion. I'm using the narrator never dies strategy. Dude, I've been live for an hour and we haven't even started. I've been live for an hour and we haven't even started a game. This is what I'm talking about, bro. It takes so long to play games when you're having to coordinate like this and you can't just jump in. This is why I'm saying I can only play like 2 games, man. It's like I could do like a 4-hour stream. I'll get 3 games in. People are leaving. People lagging out. Things happening. I did make a strat, but it wasn't very good. And there's no reason for me to make a different strat when this one works so well. Okay. I can't see your towers, guys, so you're going to have to unequip a tower and then add a tower.
Take a real break with Pure Leaf Iced Tea. Powered by natural caffeine from real tea leaves.
I might just play one game. There might not be enough people here to do multiple games.
Revitalization of a quality iced tea.
Okay, so now he has Cowboy again. I don't understand. I guess he changed it.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
MG, I think you have the right towers, man. You're not doing what I'm saying. Unequip a tower, re-equip a tower, so I can see what you have.
Go bananas.
The game is bugged. I can't see your towers.
Hey, make it a large.
They're never gonna fix it.
Just another way to save with the personal price plan.
Yeah, I get it, Bunny. But this is again, I'm not streaming outside of the weekend just for fun. I'm doing it to help people, and if people don't need help, I'm not gonna stream.
You do the holidays, Stopers will do dinner.
Yes, Zynax, I can play some more games to get you the challenge.
No time left to cook. It's been a busy day. Dinner's on the way. The oven.
Okay, what are you using, bro? Aren't you player 2? What am I missing here? MG? Haven't we been having this argument about what player you're gonna be? I did invite you already, as you can see. MG, Cameron, Engineer. Okay. So let me look at the loadouts. Engineer is player 4. That's the Electroshocker player. I'm player 3. Cameron should be player 1 with the Cowboy, and you should be player 2, MG, with the Crook Boss. You already had the right loadout. Why is it different this time? Please, equip player 2 loadout, homie. Player 2, don't bring Merc Base. Bring Rocketeer. Okay. Who do we have? Cameron, okay. Cameron, can you bring Warlock instead of Rocketeer? Do you have it? Okay. All right, never mind. Never mind, MG. You can bring Merc Base. You can bring Warlock, right? You wanted to bring Warlock, so bring Warlock instead of Rocketeer. All right, now we're ready. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. All right. Okay, that looks better. Well, we don't know when the event ends. The battle pass ends in 2 weeks. Typically, the TDS devs will end the battle pass, will end the event before the battle pass. Harry, can you remove your beard? Yes, someday. Dang, Topper. You can't just make a run for it? You gotta be trapped inside? Because with Triumph of All Nights being a thing, ending it soon is a bad idea. Bro, they haven't even released. That's right, I totally forgot. They were supposed to, well, people were hoping they would release it on Friday. We were going to test a loadout. We were going to test it and see if the Night 3 loadouts worked on Night 1 and 2. Maybe that's something we can do today before I get off. I feel like they would with Warlock, right? Warlock is such a crazy powerful tower. I feel like it should work easily. Haha. Yeah, that happened to me, Cameron. It'll go away with the next curse, but I had a card stuck on my screen. I don't watch soccer, ABB. I don't care. Harry, do you watch other content creators' videos? No.
Oh, the car.
Yo, what's up, Gojira? Do I remember Charky? Yeah, of course. Welcome back, Penguin. Dude, I'm lagging. Harry Try Giga Chad Fonk. I don't know what that is. Why are they releasing... Why? Do you guys know why they're releasing the Hexscape to Null and Void events as replayables? Like, what's the thinking there? What's the goal there? I mean, I've long said that they should make all events replayable. You think that they're just trying to keep more content in the game? Because I feel like those events are not their most popular events. Did you regret starting the stream? No, I said I would stream, so I wanted to stream. I have 30 viewers now, too. Like, it slowly climbed up. I didn't start earlier because I wanted to play Fortnite. But yeah, I did forget that I have a lot of other stuff to do. So I'm not going to stream tomorrow, and I'm not going to stream Thursday. So I'll stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday this week. The problem with running events, like permanently running events or having them in the game after they leave, is that the towers are constantly changing, right? And so you can't really have older events in the game because it would be, I mean, the towers are so much more powerful now. It's not balanced, right? It's a balancing issue. So the fact that they're talking about putting these events in the game permanently as replayable events makes me think that they're going to stop changing the towers. That they might do minor tweaks, but that they're going to try and stabilize the tower stats, which I've said they should have done a long time ago, because they've got to put a ton of work into constantly rebalancing all these towers. There's one game that I play, you guys might have heard of, called Battle Cats, that pretty much never changes the tower stats. And this allows them to always be rerunning old events. Now, of course, part of the challenge there is that because I'm an in-game player, I have units that are so powerful. Like, I can play older events that were harder for me initially, that are actually easier now. Yeah. All right. Take care, Leo. Have a good one, buddy. And that's just the way it is, you know. I think that there's going to be an element to TDS that's like, okay, if you're a newer player, now granted, Battle Cats is a solo player game, right? But if you're a newer player to this game, there's just going to be events that are running that like you won't have the towers to beat, and it's just going to be that way. And as you play the game, you'll get better towers, you get more powerful towers. Battle Cats also has a lot of really great customization of the towers. You can upgrade the towers to be different levels, and as you upgrade the level, they get more powerful. Maybe that's something TDS could add, although that seems like it'd be a lot of work. Battle Cats also has an ability for you to unlock talents. So even even independent of the tower level and the tower strength from the tower level, you can add different abilities to your units that will make them better able to handle different situations. And of course, TDS doesn't have that. So there's different considerations just because of the nature of the differences in the games, right? A solo game versus like a team game. But I think that I think they need to stabilize the tower stats so they're stop wasting resources constantly at making them stronger, making them weaker, changing this, changing that. It's a bunch of effort. But once they stabilize the tower stats, then they would be able to rework older events and they would always be playable, right? Because the towers are not power creeping. They're not changing. So you don't have to then go back and rework older events to make them, you know, more equal to the power of the towers in the game now. Yeah, a Little Eraser. I think the only talent I have on Little Eraser is the defense up. All right, take care, Vicky. Have a good one. Very funny, Bullet. I know what you're doing. I don't trust you ever now. If Bullet is saying bye to someone, I guarantee you they're not leaving. They will be here for the next 3 hours. Hey, which game is better, TS or Blox Fruit? I never played Blox Fruit. But yeah, I think that they should not only be selling all their towers in the shop at any given time, maybe all the time, but they should tie them to reruns of events. So they should have an event schedule where they're like, okay, you know, December 2026, for 1 month, we're going to rerun the Frost Invasion event. So you're going to get the old Frost Invasion map. You're going to be able to play with 6 people. You're going to get to relive the glory days of TDS. You're going to get to earn Sledger. So if you don't have Sledger, well, now you can earn Sledger again, right? I feel like they put a lot of work into this game, and then they just throw it away. One of the examples I would use is how they don't sell old Battle Pass skins or old event skins. So if you got the Masquerade skins from that event, you have them, they're in the game, they will get updates, right? They've gone through and they've like updated skins. So they work with the newer tower models or whatever. They look different, they look better. But you can't earn them anymore. And so I just feel like they're leaving money on the table by not give you the option to buy the skins for $200 a crate. I would do that. They did that already for the Valentine skins. So it's not like they haven't thought of it. It's not like it's something that they would never do. They've already done it. What the hell? Freaking Commander is like stuck behind the Ducky DJ. So it's something that they've already done, that they've shown that they would be willing to do. And I think it would further monetize the game and help them get paid for the effort, right? So I'm not saying, oh, that we should all just give Paradoxum Games money for no reason. I'm saying they did work. They deserve to be paid for that work. That's what I'm saying. That stuff is all in the game still. There's plenty of players that are still utilizing them, right? That are still using them. That are still using the skins, using the event towers, whatever it is. Can they make what? Wait, what is that? The hacker? That's the hacker from beating Hidden Wave, right? It looks terrible. Yo, what's up, New Boyd? Yeah, it's from that big donation you had, Bullet. That's how you got to #1. Was Operation Ice based around the Pursuit meta? Bro, Operation Ice was second Frost Spear, right? I would never play that again. That was way too hard. Yeah, I'm not believing any of you when you say bye now. You've ruined my trust, bro. Was Operation Ice the second Frost Spirit? You could not solo it on well, I don't know, maybe you could on hard. We did it on hard one time and almost lost, and I was like, yeah, never again. Remember that was the one where people were using, what were they? They were using some consumable. Wait, what the hell? You moved my Merc base somewhere. Oh, over here. Yeah, I'm gonna sell that. Or not? What's your hotkey for selling? Why is selling not working? It's weird. Hey, can you sell this Rocketeer, engineer? Oh, that's a good spot for turrets to go in. See, can we fit a couple of turrets back here? Hell yeah, we can. Fit both of them back there.
At Burger
The
King,
pumpkin bombs,
when it comes to
yeah.
value, you make the rules. Introducing the U rules of value. And you rule number 1.
Yeah, I want to say I
choose
worked on a
food you
solo
actually want.
Frost Spirit,
With 7 tasty
Frost Invasion
options,
video. I just
you can
never
have it
made
your
it.
way. Try the $5 duo or $7 trio. From BK Classics
What's up
to
below?
Fan Babes. Choose your deal. Price and participation vary. U.S. only. No substitutions. Restrictions.
But anyway, just to finish up talking about the events, you know, I was talking about the skins. They do all this work to release skins or to release towers,
I'm celebrating
and then they kind of like shoot themselves in the foot by not continuing to profit off that. I mean, that would give them a residual income that I think would really boost their income, and that's basically the entire function of YouTube, right?
Like a good neighbor.
Hey, I'm doing canon, guys.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary.
I'm just letting you guys know I'm doing canon. Nobody else touch canon.
Discounts and savings and eligibility vary by state.
But that's basically the fundamental profitability factor from YouTube is that you make a video once and you get paid for that video forever. Every time someone watches it, you make some ad revenue. And that's how you get to the point where you can make, you know, tens of thousands of dollars. If you've got a decently successful content, people are watching your new videos and your old videos. What they do in TDS though is they do all this work to release this stuff, towers, events, skins, whatever, and then they never get, and then that's it. They never, you know, it goes away after a couple months and they never profit off it again. I think that's where they're really making a mistake, in my opinion. So it is good to see that they're looking at running events again. I don't think that these are their best events. Hopefully, they will branch out and they'll be like, oh, like this works. Like we can do this. We can release events more than once, and we can it'll increase our player base, because that's the other thing. They don't just make money when you spend Robux. Roblox pays them when premium premium users play their game. So if you have Roblox Premium and you play a game, you don't have to spend a single penny on the game. Just because you're a premium enjoyer, just because you have premium, Roblox will pay developers a certain amount of money. So I think that they don't just want to increase the amount of game passes that they're selling. They want to increase their player base, which is also, you know, not an accident. I think that they are trying to make a Dead by Day, or that they are making a Dead by Daylight clone, or they're trying to tap into the success that Forsaken has made, right? So there's a lot of people playing Forsaken. 200,000 people playing Forsaken at any given time is way more money to them from premium and game passes than a game like TDS, which I guarantee you right now has no more than 15,000 playing. Probably 13 at this moment. I mean, it is a Monday morning, right? But I think it's been a mistake for a long time not to increase their monetization even further. Even though people love to come in and be like, oh, it's just a cash grab. It's like people will always find something to complain about, man. Back when TDS was had 5 developers on it, had one event every 7 months, people were complaining about that. Now they got a bunch of workers, a bunch of developers. They're making new content. They're changing stuff. They're adding crates. But you have to pay for stuff. Now there's more options to monetize, right? There's timescale tickets. There's revive tickets, which don't even work, right? That's the other thing that pisses me off. You can't even start again. The start again button isn't working. The rejoin button isn't working. Like those are really serious, like base, I would call them like the base functionality of the game is not working. And I have no idea what their sense of urgency is on fixing that stuff. But every time they let those things go by the wayside and they say, oh, well, we're not going to focus on that, they are losing money because they are losing players. They need those things to be working. Those are emergencies, in my opinion. Not being able to, with how bad people's connections are and how bad their devices are, not being able to rejoin is a massive problem. Massive L, bro. And that's been that way for... Yo, what's up, Blood? And it's been that way for, what, a month now? I mean, the entire event, longer than the event. And the event's been out for a while. Yes, no, I was a black shirt, I know. I basically wear 2 or 3 different shirts during the week until I do laundry. So I need to do laundry, so I change that shirt because I'm going to wash it. By the way, how do I humanly get Battle Pass without Robux? I am broke. I need the pursuit. What, can you do like Microsoft rewards? You guys always talk about that. Right? I don't know. I always forget about it, but you get Robux that way, maybe. Okay. Yeah, dude. So I'm already an hour and a half into this stream. I'll do one more game. I'm done on my alt account, so I'm gonna log out. I can get back on my main. Finally, I can play on main. Zynax was asking for another Warlock Night 3 achievement game. So we'll do that, and this will be my last game. And then I'll head off. I'll eat lunch, and I'll go clean my bath mats and do my meal prep. So now you guys can join me again. You don't need to add my alt account. Oh, Bunny, are you leaving? Are you actually leaving? Okay, Bunny, have a good night, buddy. I'll be back Wednesday, okay? Take care. I will see you. Going to bed at a decent hour. I like it. No, I think that Monica said I'd rather have quality of life or bug fixes than more content. I mean, I think it's a balance. I think the problem is they need to hire more devs. That's the problem, is that, the Paradoxum Games YouTube account was in here whenever Night 3 had to be delayed. And they were like, we were talking about delays, just the history of delays with this game. And they were saying that the reason the game got delayed back in the day, like 4 or 5 years ago, was because they didn't have enough devs. Now they have a bunch of devs, but the game is more complex. And my response was, okay, then you need more devs. Like, it's still the same problem. The game is more complex. You still don't have enough manpower to do, they don't have enough man hours to fix the rejoin bug, right? That's what they need. They need more people. You need more people, you need more money, right? I don't know how much money they're making. I don't know if Below has made a decision to hold on to some of the profit that he's making. And it's just not worth it for him to hire some devs to fix these problems. I think, again, I know people like to come in and say, Alter Ego has no impact on TDS. I just don't agree, man. I just don't agree. I have been playing this game for 5.5 years, and I have seen a definite change in the trajectory that the game has been moving in since Alter Ego was announced, right? So TDS is moving in a very positive, progressive direction. They're not only fixing problems that have haunted the game since 2020, since I started playing, they're adding new features that are amazing. Again, the rejoin, the restart, the revive tickets, all that stuff, right? They're adding all this stuff, timescales. They're making the game better and better and better and better. Like, I was really amazed with how much better the game was after I took a year off. I came back after being gone for a year. Commander worked differently, right? Commander worked differently. Commander had a placement limit. He spawned APCs. He didn't do that when I was playing in 2022. DJ worked differently, right? They're adding new things. They're changing the game. The game is getting more fun. It's more enjoyable to play it. And then around the time they announced Alter Ego, you start seeing this descent in the quality of the game. You start seeing this changing in the progress that they have been making. And people are like, oh, they have nothing to do with one another. No, they do. They absolutely do. Even if you take talent from Tower Defense Sim, put it on Alter Ego, and you hire devs to replace the original talent, you're still losing the experience that those people had. And it's going to take time for the new devs to get proficient enough at working on the game to get to the point that the old devs were at on it. And you know, I don't know, man. I hope that they fix these problems. I don't know if they will. I don't know how important it is to them, because again, you know, you guys already know the story of Tower Blitz versus Pursuit, right? Wasn't that what the game is called? Pursuit or Chase or whatever. Isn't it Pursuit? Where they made the Tower Blitz devs made Evade. Yes, I'm getting better. I called it something else last time. Evade. Where they made a game that was just so much more popular. There was no reason to continue to put their resources, even though Tower Blitz was popular. People liked it. It was probably the second most popular tower defense game from just kind of word of mouth. I played it a few times, but just from the word of mouth that people had, they liked it a lot. Well, they totally abandoned it because Evade blew up. And I have no faith that Paradoxum Games won't do that in the face of an Alter Ego success. And it makes sense from a financial point of view. If you have a cash cow, why are you going to keep putting time and effort into, you know, your cash, you know, cat or something, right? This thing that's not really making you nearly as much money. You're going to put all those resources into making more money from your more successful property, and you also, it's probably more exciting to work on it. I think what's more likely to happen instead of shutting down TDS, I think they're going to try and sell it, which is appropriate. Instead of just saying, oh, because this still, TDS is still, I think it's in the top. I wanted to say it used to be in the top 10, like by player base. When I was making content about this game back in 2021, I want to say I looked at it and it was in the top 10 as far as like Roblox games. There was like a Roblox games listing. It might have been in the top 20. But what? I mean, Roblox is a big platform. It's got a bunch of different games, and TDS is still one of the top games. Even though it doesn't have a whole lot of players. Come on, let me see if my guess was right on the amount of players, right? Yo! Almost exactly. Almost. I said it has no more than 15K, probably 13K, and that's exactly right. But you turn around and you go look at
Hey, and you can keep
Forsaken right now, and it's at 150. Like, this is what they want. They want a game that it's consistently in the top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Consistently in the top 10.
Prices are based on rating plans.
And it's relatively new, I would say. Right? Adopt Me has been. Let's look at the release dates for all these games. This is the top 9. I'll do top 10. So even Rivals. So Rivals is at number 10. Let's see the release date. Rivals is pretty new. It's about a year, a little more than a year, about a year and a half actually. Year and a half for Rivals. Let's look. The number one game.
Trucks in the JD Power 2025
newer. Wow, yeah, this game really blew up. This is crazy. This game is less than a year old. Very fun for people. Brainrot is also new. These are all new games.
10 minutes late for work.
This is 6 months old.
Minutes late yesterday.
What was Fish? Fish is 2024. Actually, maybe now Forsaken's an older game compared to these. Fish is a year. Brookhaven's super old, right? We all know that. Yeah, Brookhaven's the old man. Plants versus Brainrots.
Only be 5 minutes late tomorrow.
Okay, what the hell? Plants versus Brainrots 3 months old? That's wild. Blocks Fruits. Oh yeah, hella old, right? The oldest one, 2019. Grow a Garden. God, yeah, 7-8 months. Adopt Me, super old. So okay, there's more new games on here than old games, but Forsaken's kind of one of the old heads now. Like half the top games are within the past year. Which just goes to show that a new game can pop up at any time, right? A new game can pop up at any time and just completely take over. 3.2 billion visits, 2.1 million favorites. Let's compare that. TDS is at 4 billion, right? Yeah, dude, it's a crazy number of visits, but it's been around a while. 3.2 million favorites. Okay, nice. Yeah, created 2019. But yeah, this is what they want. They want something up in here, and if they get it, I don't know. Do you guys know? Do any of these other developers that have games in the top 10 have a less popular game that they're still putting resources into, or is this the focus for these developers, for these production studios? Forsaken became more popular than Pillar Chase 2, like Evade, which became more popular than Nico's Next Bots. Was Pillar Chase 2 like the same kind of game as Forsaken? Grow a Garden is on its way out, man. Grow a Garden is not gonna be where it was ever again. It was older, okay. Dude, I am telling you guys, man. If I think it's too late for Alter Ego. I think that they already have like a huge amount of the work done for like coding the game and creating the models. I don't know how much longer it's gonna take until it gets out of alpha. You guys have played Forsaken and Alter Ego. What do you guys think? Do you guys think Forsaken or Alter Ego has a chance to overtake Forsaken? Do you think that Alter Ego can chip into this? Do you think Alter Ego can like take out a big chunk? Hold on, let me close these. Of the Forsaken player base, because that's what it would need. That's what it would need. It would need people who are playing this game to go play Alter Ego. Well, it costs Robux right now because it's in alpha. Forsaken is better than Alter Ego, but that's also because Alter Ego is not finished. Like when Alter Ego is done, it's gonna be better than it is now. Harry, do you agree? Let me see. What'd you say? Hot take: Alter Ego was a cash grab. I have not. I pay for the alpha just to support the devs. I have not played it, and I probably won't. If they made it, this is also my next point, and I say this every stream, all the time. If they made it a Friday the 13th ripoff, I would not say maybe they can get a top 10 game. I guarantee they could get a top 10 game. With this many people playing Forsaken, I guarantee people would enjoy the Friday the 13th ripoff more than Forsaken. Every single person that I've ever talked to about Friday the 13th acknowledges that it was one of the best games they ever played, how fun it was. Now, I don't know if it one of the main things about Friday the 13th that made it really enjoyable was the voice chat. I know Roblox has voice chat now. You know, you could do it. I mean, it could blow up because of voice chat. I know people use voice chat. I don't have it on, but Man, I think that's the big missed opportunity here is to do a Friday. And I already know the name. I know the name. Names are a big part of the gaming experience, right? What's the name for the Friday the 13th ripoff? The name is Summer Camp because the maps take place at camps, right? That's the premise of Friday the 13th is these kids at a camp. Jason is a killer because he was at a summer camp and he drowned. Summer Camp. That would be the name of the game. Nice Goober, nice Sage. All right, is Zynax here? Zynax wanted to play a game. I can play one more game for people that need to beat Night 3 with the Warlock for the Warlock Challenge. I don't think Zynax is here. I haven't seen him talking. I can also just end the stream. You don't have the Warlock? All right, well, we can do... Are you in here, Goober? All right. Can you follow the strat that I have pinned at the top of my chat? I'm a TDS narrator Glazer. All right, Zynax is here. He heard me. He heard me from the other room. All right. No, I have to end vanilla. I have to go clean my bath mats and just do other stuff, dude. I've been streaming. I took Wednesday off. I have been streaming. I looked at this. I'm pretty sure I've been streaming every single day since 2 weeks ago. This Wednesday will be 2 weeks with only 2 days off. I've streamed every single day except for 2 days. I'm gonna take tomorrow off, and I took last Wednesday off, and I've streamed every single day. I just have other stuff to do. Just pick one, Goober. Yeah, we're gonna do one more game with the Warlock, so we can get the Warlock achievement for people who need it. No, MG, you just played. No, Alter Ego concept is very badly written. The one thing I do say Alter Ego has going for it is a lot more, like the movement is a lot more like Dead by Daylight. There's no incentive to play Alter Ego when most of the mechanics are flawed. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's too early for it to be released into alpha. But dude, if they could somehow find it, dude, I will consult on a Friday the 13th ripoff for free. All I ask is put me in the game as a playable character. I will tell you everything about the original. I played it. It was my main game next to Fortnite. It was so fun. Do the same thing, man. Have people call the cops to escape. See, that's the other thing is Forsaken. Forsaken is a time-based survival game, right? Forsaken is a time-based survival game. Friday the 13th was like an actual escape game. Like you could survive. If you can survive the whole night, you do win. But it's better to escape. And the whole game would take 20 minutes, right? Man. You made it home. You made it home, Top. Good job. You survived. All right, let's see. Zynax has not joined. Zynax joined so we can start. Let's go. Alter Ego concept is survivors win if they complete generators and escape. The killer wins if they kill all survivors or wait until time runs out. Yes, that is Dead by Daylight. You're Voltix. Did you change your name? Okay, who else needs it? Narrator. Narrator Glazer. Oh, you were saying you're narrator. Do you need to beat Night 3, Narrator Glazer? Let's see. I told Goober he could be any. So Goober's gonna be player 2. You could be player 1, Zynax. And you can bring Warlock, so you can get the achievement. He already has it? Okay. He has the achievement already? Does anybody else need help with the achievement, or we might just invite Glazer? Oh, he left. Why'd you leave? I was going to invite you. He has to go? Okay. All right, MG, you get to play again, buddy, because nobody else can play. You can be player 4 now, and you can use your Warlock that you wanted to. All right, let's get this over with. So get your player 4 loadout, MG. Let's see. I had to go. My bad. I would have helped. Yeah, I got it. Bro, you are lucky, Top. That sounds dangerous, man. Glad it worked out. If Alter Ego had focused on the side characters of TDS, it could go viral because TDS lore is declining. It would have been interesting if they had made it like TDS characters instead of like... It should have been like maybe TDS bosses. And you could play as TDS bosses as the killer, and then all the other, like the survivors were Commander, Accelerator. You could run around as those characters. That would be unique. But yeah, again, I still think, man, F13 ripoff. You guys just don't know. You guys don't know the joy I have in my head and my heart for that game. And just imagining that somehow it could be resurrected, even on Roblox. I would return to YouTube, and I would make content. Because I should have made Friday the 13th content, but I was too much of a noob. I didn't even do YouTube back then. I don't have any F13 video VODs recorded. I have some clips. Also, I was asking the question yesterday, but I guess my chat stopped working. What's your favorite song or band? Yeah, I don't really have Unc Let It Go. No, you're wrong, Vanilla. I'm not going to let it go. And if I ever get rich enough, I'm going to hire a Roblox development team, and they are going to make it, and it's going to dominate the platform. And you're going to see. All right, Voltix is player 1. NG. All right, I think we're ready because I already checked Goober's loadout. All right, last game of the day, guys. We'll wrap it up.
Results, the numbers speak for themselves.
I really like Arcade Fire. I really like Galantis.
And successfully represented thousands of injured Texans.
I'd probably name them. I haven't listened to music in years. I used to listen to it a lot driving around in my car for work.
You do the holidays,
or driving to and from work, but I don't do that anymore. I literally don't. Even in my car, I have the radio turned down.
It's been a busy day. Dinner's on the way.
I don't like to listen to music while I'm just doing stuff. I like to think. That's what I'm doing. I'm constantly thinking.
Lasagna, lasagna, you can feed us all.
No, I listen to classical on the radio, actually. If I listen to anything, but again, I don't. I know, man. I had to turn them off. They're so annoying. Oh, really, Topper? Yeah, I'm familiar with The Cure. Yeah. People I was friends with in high school really liked them. I was gonna go see Galantis in concert. I've seen the first time I ever saw Galantis was at a rave on New Year's Eve in it was New Year's Eve 2015, right? So it was the beginning of 2016, and I was in Dallas, and I went to a rave with the girl I was talking about. That was my ex-fiance. We went to the rave together, which was really stupid. Never should have done that. But I didn't know any of the musicians. I was just like, it was a rave. I wanted to go be out for New Year's Eve and be out, doing drugs and whatever. And so I did that, and it was not that much fun. But I remember Galantis was like the headliner, and when they were playing, I was like, these songs are awesome. Like, sometimes you go to a concert and like, it's not the same. It's not the same as like hearing the song on your computer or in your car or something. And yeah, this is the last game, Shadow. But I just remember being like, this is great. Like I don't know these songs, but they're really good. And so I bought one of their albums after that and really liked it. And then I bought another one. I think I have a couple of them. And I bought tickets. I had plane tickets and everything to go see them, to see Galantis at Red Rocks, which is known. Red Rocks is a famous venue in Denver, Colorado, or just outside Denver, that is famous for the way that it's surrounded by it's outdoors and it's surrounded by these massive rock formations, just like jutting out of the earth, huge. And it's famous for its acoustics, like the way that the sound bounces off the rocks is really unique. And I had tickets to go see Galantis April 2020, bro. April 2020. And they delayed the show, right? They didn't cancel it, but they delayed it because of COVID. Like, I had plane tickets and everything, and they were like, yeah, we're not doing the show because of this virus. So they pushed it back a year. They actually pushed it back to April, or not April. I think it was actually after I moved to Colorado. So it was like September or October 2021. So I was actually living in Colorado when they rescheduled it, and I just didn't want to go. I didn't feel like it. I had changed. I didn't really care. I didn't feel like going. You know, I felt like going the first time. I didn't feel like going with the reschedule. And so I got really lucky, and just like out of the blue, I had this guy that I used to work with like a couple years before in East Texas, was also living in Denver, and he was looking for tickets. And I had tickets, and I basically just sold him my tickets at face value at what I'd paid for them, so I didn't lose any money off of them. And so he went, and like we weren't like, we were friends, you know, we got along, but we never really hung out. He went, he messaged me on Facebook to tell me about it. He said it was really windy and it was really cold, like so cold it was uncomfortable, which is true. I mean, this is like September in Denver, like it starts snowing at that time, right? And so I was just kind of glad I didn't go, because it was not, the weather wasn't good. It was probably, I think he said it was overcast. It didn't rain, but it was overcast. I did actually end up going to Red Rocks for a comedy show. Are you guys familiar with Chelsea Handler? Have you ever heard of Chelsea Handler, the comedian? Can you friend me? Sure. So, you know, it's also kind of funny, because that same woman that I was engaged to, that I'd gone to that rave with, she also ended up living in Denver, and like we're friends, you know. We don't. She doesn't live. I live in Austin now. She actually had to move back to Texas, you know, because it was too expensive to live in Denver. That's why I had to leave. It was too expensive. She's actually living in East Texas now, as far as I know. She got tickets for a Chelsea Handler comedy show at Red Rocks. And I think that she was like dating a guy at the time, but they broke up, or she didn't want to take him. So she offered me the ticket. Like we hung out a few times in Denver and just went paddleboarding and stuff. But she offered me the ticket to just go with her. And it was an expensive ticket. I think it was like $150 per ticket. And so we went to the show. It was super late in the day. It was very overcast and like drizzling all day long. And so we had bought ponchos. That was it. That was literally the only like rain protection we had, was these ponchos. And I just never could have imagined that it would continue to rain during this show. And sure enough, it poured. Like, it rained the entire show. It wasn't like a crazy rain. It was like just a consistent like drizzle the entire comedy show. The comedy show itself was actually at the end of a comedy festival, which I didn't know until we got there. Why do I feel like I'm not getting enough money here? This is weird. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I have all my. Oh, never mind. I have all my Rocketeers. My bad. It was actually at the end of a comedy festival, so there were some other people, like prominent comedians, that opened for Chelsea. Do you guys ever watch the TV show Community? It was on NBC, like, I don't know, 16. It was on like 16 years ago is when it premiered. I remember it premiered 2009 when I was in the military. Yeah, we got to have a DJ here. Whatever, bro. Put a DJ here. So Joel McHale was like one of the leads in Community, and no, we're fine. He opened. He was not funny. I've seen a few of his stand-up acts, and I think he's great in Community, and I love him in Talk Soup, like some of the other stuff he's been in. But just in general, I've never found him to be particularly funny. So he had a terrible stand-up that just wasn't funny. Another guy, somebody from SNL, some comedian from SNL also opened, and he was decently funny. Not super funny, but decently funny. But anyway, Chelsea Handler was the headliner, and she was hilarious, man. Her entire set. I mean, she did like an hour and a half. Like I felt like it was super long, talking, and it was all about like her child abuse, basically. But she was like really funny with it, like with how she talked about it. So that was my Red Rocks experience. So we watched the entire show. We get all the way to the end. It's been raining, drizzling. Not terrible, but just drizzling. Very unique. Very unique. I've never been to, and I've been to tons of concerts in my life, but very unique that that was the experience. That it was just raining. I mean, obviously it's an outdoor venue. There's always a risk, but they didn't cancel the show. As soon as Chelsea ended, as soon as she went off stage and everybody started standing up, we all kind of stand up to leave, it starts pouring, man. Pouring. Like not just drizzling, but it was like perfect timing. It would have been miserable if it had started raining like that during her set, because it was just like drenching. There was no way to stay dry. I mean, every part of me was wet, even under the poncho. So like I'm running back to my car with that chick. We get in, we like have to take off the ponchos, but we're just like freaking, just like so soaking wet. But I think that was like 10:30 at night or something. But yeah, that was finally got to go to Red Rocks. Finally got to see a show there. I would love to go to a concert there. I would love to see Galantis there. But I'm just not, even Arcade Fire. Like I never got to see Arcade Fire in concert either. Which is too bad because I used to be a concert head, man. I would go to concerts all the time. I've seen tons of bands. And as I've gotten older, I just don't care. I don't care to put in the effort.
With people like Elon Musk.
I think I've done enough.
I will tell you that the greatest concert I've ever been to, though, was M83. Oh, there's another band. You asked me my favorite band. M83. M83 has an amazing album called Junk. They did a really good one. Or it's one guy. I said they. He did a really good one called Hurry Up, We're Dreaming. That was a double album. That's really good. That's very kind of dreamy.
Are you making purchasing decisions for your organization?
Really good music on it. But the Junk album that he followed that up with was amazing, and I got to see him in concert touring for that album's release in Los Angeles. It was really actually wasn't in LA. It was outside of LA, but it was like a decently small venue. So it was not a huge. It was not like the Hollywood Bowl or not even Red Rocks. Like it was like a club kind of venue. So it was really good. The music was amazing. The vibes were amazing. He had these like rotating LED like fluorescent lights. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a fluorescent light bulb is. It's like a really long light bulb. They use them in schools. They're like in the ceiling. They're usually like 2 or 3 of them together in like these long like rectangles shaped lights. He had those on these like joints that would rotate, and they would turn like all different neon colors. So like the whole background behind him is like these rotating neon lights. I think there was a big screen back there too. You can actually see a picture and maybe even a video of that concert on my Instagram. If you go back to like probably 2016. I almost guarantee you there's gonna be a video of that show. I love ponchos, bro. You needed a poncho in the rain. I have a fluorescent light. Yeah, you don't want to use them in your bedroom. They're really, really bright, really annoying. That's why they use them in like hospitals or schools or like businesses. No, good. Yeah, go like all my pics, bro. I need to do Instagram. I need to do Instagram more before I shave my beard. I think my cat wants food. I might go feed her real quick. He said, yo, Wave 25, turn this DJ red forever. Oh, wow, that's funny. Gang, we are cooking. Yeah. I need to start cooking, bro. It's lunchtime for me. I'm hungry. Why don't you upload on your second channel? Dude, because I've been lacking confidence, man. I feel like I've been slowly improving my emotional state. I will upload. I need to upload, like, this week. My feeling is basically that I don't want to make content other people are making. I don't want to make content just talking about the state of the union and the situation in America. I want to present a new idea for how we can change our society to solve the problems that we have. And I just feel like you got to be really, really sure of yourself to talk about that stuff. And I feel like I just haven't been in the past. I definitely feel like I'm getting better. I don't know if you've been in the stream lately, but this past week specifically, we've talked about politics a lot. And I feel like that's really helping me gain confidence in expressing myself, because expressing myself is my main wound from childhood, where I feel like I can't express myself, people aren't listening to me, people can't understand me, because that's the way my parents treated me from the time I was really young. And so I feel like that's what I've been dealing with, is this just feelings of insecurity around those ideas. But I do feel like as I sit in here and I talk about my political beliefs, what I think we could do in our society, what I think we should focus on, what I think we could do in our society to solve the problems, I think that I've been gaining confidence. We did talk about a lot of politics. I'm not doing a video about World War II. No. That's my point. I'm not going to do a video about anything you guys would even be able to know about, because I want to create something totally new, like a totally new way. We're supposed to have, we do have a totally new way of looking at the problems that we have, where they come from and how we can solve them. I'm not just going to be talking about stuff. I'm not going to be talking about, this is the history of that. This is the history of this other thing. This is history. You know, I don't even want to just criticize the Democrats and the Republicans, right? Like, I want to present a new way of thinking about our society and thinking about our lives so that we can change the outcome. I think that our focus really has to be on the impact of childhood and the fact that you are conditioned into a certain way of seeing yourself by the way you're treated by your parents, from the way you're treated by your parents, and that people are really being turned into like these part people. Like, you're not actually fully developing into your own unique person because of the way that people are being raised. And that's the main source of sadness and problems in our society. That's the main source of violence and crime and all these other problems that we have, is that people don't really know themselves. We don't really know ourselves as Americans. We never really got to develop a national identity. There is no one unifying experience as an American, right? Like a person that grows up in Hawaii and a person that grows up in Alaska have completely different environments, and yet they're both supposed to feel like they're Americans. I think that's the problem, is people don't feel unified. And so all of this talk in our media about how we need to unify and we need to stop being so divisive is just pointless. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. Wait, I thought I had a turret. Did I not put a turret right here? Bro, my turret just got jacked. I did. It got moved over here. Is all pointless, because you're never going to be able to get a feeling of unity inside of Americans without giving them an experience that they can all share. And so I think that's a big part of my message, but I don't think I've ever verbalized that. You know, that's part of my problem, is that I feel like I'm still, like, some part of me inside is like still a little kid who's still scared to like speak out and let people know what my opinions are, because, you know, my dad's gonna belittle me or something like that, right? Because that was my problem with my dad, is he was very critical of Democrats. My dad was big time conservative for as long as I can remember. From basically as soon as Fox News released, he's watching Fox News. I remember sitting at my grandma's house, because my parents divorced, right? So one weekend a month we would go spend it with my dad at grandma's house, and then all summer long we would go spend it with my dad in Florida or California. And I just remember him talking politics and talking about, you know, talking trash about progressives, and he'd be real dismissive and real insulting. And I think that as I grew up and I started to develop progressive ideas of my own and find myself drawn to like a democratic ideology, that some part of me was scared that my dad was going to leave me again, that he was going to abandon me again. And so I just kind of buried that stuff down. I didn't acknowledge it because I didn't feel like he would accept me as a person who's like, you know, not a conservative. And so then what happens is I don't really know anything about politics. I'm not engaged because I can't. Some part of me feels like, some part of me rejects who I actually am, right? Because it's trying to protect me. It's trying to say, well, you know, don't acknowledge that you have these different political beliefs, because then if you do that, then you're going to butt heads with your father. Then you're going to argue with your dad, and then he's going to abandon you again. Like something like that, I think is typically how the process goes. Why can you like not play stuff sometimes? Is this a bug or is this a feature? Chad, do you know? Hey, I'm doing canon. No one else touch canon, guys. I'll do the canon. I figured it was a feature. It's kind of interesting. But you never know with this game. So that's basically, where can I place my Gatling gun? I don't care. I never even tell people to bring Gat, but you brought it. Make sure someone places Warlock. I always say Warnock. Warnock is a politician. Somebody make sure they place Warlock wherever they are. I don't know where they are. Okay, we got a Warlock in the back. Come on, medic. I can't put a medic right here. Come on, do it. No, Kimmy. No, my mom's cat is like under my bookcase trying to get my cat's food. I can hear her scratching back there. No, Kimmy. Well, shoot. I can place one more. So I can just do these.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my run in PR, so I'm celebrating with the Banana Bonanza smoothie.
Hey, and you can keep celebrating when you create an affordable price.
Shut up with these stupid Spotify ads. All right, we need one more power cell. There it is. Oh my god. He almost didn't I almost oofed up there, chat. No, Kimmy. Stop. I'm gonna beat you.
Oh no.
Some people just don't get it.
Oh my god,
that
so many
Squarespace
ads.
Isn't just for websites.
It's like
you can get a domain from Squarespace too. It's kind of like how your parents don't.
It's
get
like
how you make a
9
living
minutes
off
of
your
songs
art,
and then 3
but you
minutes
do.
of ads.
And with a
If even
domain like
that.
existentialglitter.com and a website from Squarespace, you can build a brand for yourself, grow your client list, and continue
I'm
to
just gonna
confuse your
stand back
parents
here.
all in one place. Get yours before it's gone with offer code Spotify for 10% off your domain or website. Terms and conditions apply.
No, we're fine. I've done this enough times to know when there's a problem, and there's not a problem right now. All right. Is he gonna Lord Exo one more time? Dude, he didn't even come out of rage mode. Like, it changes the colors. The colors are still changed. Hell yeah. There you go. Good job, guys. GG's. That's a great game to end it on, man. 2 dubs. 2 Warlock achievements completed for multiple people. All right, chatters. It's a nice short stream. Shortest stream in a while, 2 hours. I'm going to go ahead and eat lunch and then take care of my chores that I need to do. I'm not going to stream tomorrow. I will stream Wednesday because it's Kevin's birthday. And then I will stream Friday. So no stream Tuesday or Thursday, but I'll stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Probably not going to stream during the week anymore after this week. It just doesn't seem like there's as much demand, even though we did find people to help. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. We started out kind of slow. We did kind of pick up and get to 30 viewers at one point. But, yeah, I just don't feel like there's as much demand. I don't know. We'll see. I'll stream Wednesday and we'll see what actually happens. But, yeah, I'm going to take off. Oh, no. I got to get my playtime rewards, even though I don't need them. All right, bye, Monica. Bye, Shadow. Oh, Bullet. I was going to... Are you online on Discord? I was going to give you... Yeah, you are. You don't have the YouTuber roles. You don't have the 1K creator or the 10K creator roles in my Discord, bro. You've been missing out on the... Where is it? The content creator chat, bro. Last chat was... Oh, it was Halloween. There you go. All right, now you got exclusive access to the content creator chat. That is just people saying... oh, Timeless left the server? Just people saying... Saying nothing. They're saying basically the entire year. Bullet's in here now. I'm looking back. The last conversation that happened was January 2nd of this year. And then before that, it's December. And then it's... Yeah, just December. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Take care. Have a great rest of your day or week or whatever. Shadow, Stillos, Monica, MG, Sector, Topper. Yeah, Topper's in the chat. Ghibli. Yeah, there's 130K that got the badge. Hold on, let me look. I mean, do you feel that that's a lot? I feel like there should be more. Night 3 hard, 130. Night 2 hard, 190. Almost 200,000. So there's like a 70,000 player difference. Night 1 hard, 300,000. Where's all those hundreds of thousands? All right, Colecat, Goober, Monica, Vanilla. Bye. I'm going to start streaming probably. Okay, how about you make it definitely? Am I sub to you? Go-to channel. Vanilla. 89 subscribers. I might start streaming ETOH starting tomorrow. You said that 2 days ago. And then... Yo, you do have a stream on here. Okay. Well, maybe I'll stop by. Vicky, Sector, anyone else that's in here? I don't know. MG. I don't know who's in here. Have a good day. Colecat, Rom. All right, welcome in, Rom. I got to go. See ya. Bye-bye. You know what? I might stream at some point. I haven't posted for ages. Okay, you do that. Okay, bye. Take care. Adios. Zynax. Maximum.
JustHarrison's gone offline, but he had such a great time. Thanks for watching his stream.
Good job, Bullet. Number 1 fan, number 1 chatter in the content creator chat.
Time. It's so
See you,
much
Orban.
fun. It was sublime. mine. But thanks for stopping by. He appreciates everyone for stopping by and giving your time. But now he's gotta go feed his cats. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams. Till next time.